I'm Robert.
I'm Paul.
And I'm Ron, and we're three idiots eating
Sandwiches!
Yeah. Bam. All right, here we are, three idiots eating sandwiches, and today we're in Belmont, California. We've been here before for Lorenzo's, if you remember that, at a place called Belmont Deli, right here. And when they opened, their goal was to be voted the best deli in San Mateo County. And they actually were voted the best deli in San Mateo County by the San Mateo Commerce, or whatever. They must be part of the Commerce, because I'm doubting that only because Lorenzo's sandwich shop is also in Belmont in San Mateo County. How could they be better than Lorenzo's?
We'll see. I guess we'll see.
You know, I didn't know that original Sugar Ray bassist Murphy Cargus is from here.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah.
Wow, Murphy.
You know what I remember about Belmont is that they have the toughest smoking law in the country. So it's a good thing you stopped smoking, Paul.
You had mentioned that when we did the Lorenzo's.
I used to play hockey here as well.
Yes, we didn't see anyone smoking.
No.
Actually, we
like
saw
Belmont.
one person smoking, and they put him in jail. Put him in handcuffs with the cigarette still in the mouth. Anyway, all right, so let's go check out Belmont Deli, because again, they got, I think, 2024 and 2025 voted the best deli.
All right, let's check it out. We got to check this out.
Let's go see. Let's go.
Check it out. All right, we're going to start with the Porky's Paradise. This is a pulled pork sandwich. It's on Dutch Crunch. This sandwich was $14, and it's a pretty good sized sandwich. Let's go.
All right, got my hands wrapped around the Porky Paradise. And the Porky Paradise, just so you know, because you can't feel it there as you're watching, as I can, it's heavy. It's heavy, and there's big chunks of pulled pork in there. So I'm kind of excited about this. Let's give it a shot. Look at that, the drip.
Yeah, they were busy, like, with the meats on the grill back there and making us some good sandwiches. What do you think of that, Ron?
I really like it because you bite into it, and it has traditional condiments. And there's also this barbecue flavor in there. It mixes really well. But I'm not a big fan of when you bite into a sandwich and all you taste is barbecue. This has a good mixture because there's, you know, your tomatoes, your lettuce, and your normal stuff, and I think even maybe mayonnaise too. And then there's this barbecue that's on this pulled pork. That's a great sandwich. It's a really good sandwich. Look at the drip on that. I don't need another bite for a review, but I want to eat the rest of this because that is really good. Wow. And we're not trying to be biased here, but they recognized us. We walked in and the guy goes, "Are you the three idiots?" That's always cool. So no added points for that, but they don't need any added points. That's a great fucking sandwich. We're at 9.2.
Nice.
Good job, Belmont Deli. Let me have some more.
Here we are in Belmont, California, reviewing the Belmont Deli. This is a Porky Pig sandwich. What's it called? Good to try it. Got Dutch Crunch.
It's called Porky Paradise. Wow, you took a bite and the shit sprayed right onto the table. That is what Paul took out of his sandwich. So now he's dealing with bread and pulled pork.
This is good. I need to try another bite.
Can you open that for me?
You know what's good about this is
Sorry, the cameraman's having problems.
it's got like mustard on it.
Thank you.
Couldn't you do that like before or after mine?
Well, I'm
Look at
joking.
It has
You want me to die? Go ahead. Come on.
Here's what I like about this. It's got all of like the tang and like spices. You know, a good sense, but it's also kind of sweet. I think it's a barbecue sauce. This is really good. And I don't normally like Dutch Crunch, but this is good Dutch Crunch. I'm gonna go 8.9.
8.9. All right, let's see it. All right, let's see it again so we know what we're dealing with.
Yep.
Yeah.
I see that there's pickles in here, and there's pepperoncinis, and there's jalapenos, and there's lettuce, and there's no lettuce, there's tomatoes. There is lettuce. Lettuce, tomatoes, mayonnaise, pork, a little barbecue. Let's give it a shot. This thing's pretty loaded.
Yeah, it's very loaded. It's heavy.
I
The
took all that
constructions are
shit
very
off.
nice. Paul destroyed it, but there are people out there that just like bread and meat. What are you gonna do?
Wow,
What do you think?
I like it.
I'm thinking you're thinking it's probably better than you thought it was gonna be, maybe?
You know, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what it's not. It's not a traditional pulled pork sandwich. Normally you get a pulled pork sandwich, it is a lot of barbecue sauce. This has a little bit of barbecue sauce, which just adds flavor with the mayonnaise. It melds together. It's
Yeah,
just-
most pulled pork is overwhelming.
Yeah, this is just a really good sandwich. I'm gonna have another
Now,
bite.
your brother made a pulled pork. How does it compare to that? Robert's brother being Jack Hayes, who is a chef.
Definitely good pulled pork.
Yes, I know. But as far as reviewing and average, giving this thing a score, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm curious. I didn't see them they didn't have a smoker out back or anything. I'm wondering how they're cooking their
Yeah.
pork.
Well, I heard sizzling going on, so I don't know.
I know, I know they put it on the grill before they gave it to us.
Yeah, but how did it come to them before that? Yes.
Exactly, I'm curious. Regardless, this is really good. 9.3.
9.3.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat it. It's all good.
Another bite.
All right, next up is the Nona Special. And this is a meatball sandwich. Looks like it's got some pesto on there, some marinara. There's lots of meatballs. I mean, look back here. They're just falling out the back.
Two fell out.
It's
They're
crazy.
staring at me.
This sandwich is only $13, which is just nuts. It's a huge sandwich. Let's get into it.
All right, got my hands wrapped around the heaviest sandwich ever. This is the Nona Special, and it's meatballs. And if you were to hold this, you would think, my goodness, the bread feels kind of hard on the outside. It's a sourdough. Let's give it a shot. Their grandma made it, so.
It was very hard to cut through. And if you notice, Ron called it the Nona Special, and I called it the Nona Special. And I guess it all depends on how you refer to your grandma. Right? Is it Nona? Is it Nana? What
My
is it?
grandma was Noni.
Noni? There you go.
She didn't have any knees.
Now,
Yeah.
we cut this sandwich in half, and just to look down here, there's still an extra meatball down here because it's
Meatball.
just packed with
Anybody
so
want a
many
meatball?
meatballs.
Anybody want a meatball?
So many meatballs.
All right.
What do you think, Ron?
So a caveat to my review is I don't love meatballs and I don't love meatball sandwiches, but
Oh, I wonder why we got it.
we got it because we're staring. To be totally honest, didn't want to mention it, but we wanted to stay away from the boar's head. Sorry, and that's what we did, and it paid off on the pulled
Yeah,
pork.
pulled pork was fantastic.
And I gotta say, it tastes really good. It's just hard to keep it together. I'm gonna give it one more bite because I don't know. Let me see. And there's some pesto in there, so we have a meatball sandwich with red sauce and pesto. Very Italian.
Also has mushrooms in there, which I'm sure Paul took off of his.
Yeah. Can't have shrooms in a sandwich, dude.
Well, I don't want to give it a bad score because it's hard to hold and eat because the flavor is really good. You guys are gonna like it. You can taste the meatball, but it's not overwhelming meatball. And there's red sauce, but the red sauce is not overwhelming. There's pesto, and that's not overwhelming. There could be another condiment, I'm not sure. Something else is coming through. They know how to make a sandwich here. That's really good. I'm never gonna rate a meatball sandwich super high, but as far as meatball sandwiches are concerned, this is really good and solid. 8.6.
Okay.
Here we are back at Twin Pines Park. We're gonna check out the Belmont Deli's meatball sandwich. It's on like regular sourdough. Let's give it a try.
Yeah, it is sourdough, and it's very hard. The outside surface of the sourdough is hard, but
It was super hard to cut.
it's not totally hard to bite into, though. So, judge the flavor, Paul, is all we could do. What are you thinking?
It's good. It's a little weird. I don't know if I like the pesto that much on there. A little mustard. And the bread's kind of hard. But it's still good. The meatball's good. But I'm not going to go as high as Ron. I'm going to go more like 8.1.
8.1 for the Nona or the Nona or
Yeah.
the Noni special at
That's not that great.
Belmont Deli.
All right. Well, this is hard to handle right here.
Yeah, let me.
I mean, it is.
Well, what we do is we slice in half a sandwich, and then we slice one of the halves in half. And this time, that's what happened.
Yeah.
So again, just judge the flavor.
But let's go. Let's try this.
Because it's not their fault we destroyed their sandwich, so let's not try to hold that against them. What are you thinking? First, judge the meatball. What do you think about the actual meatballs? The meatballs are good, right?
The meatball's fantastic. I mean, the texture's great. It's really good. And I like the cheese and the pesto on here. I'm gonna go again.
Yeah, and again, I think it's spread evenly. So you're getting flavors coming through evenly, and there's not one that just takes over. So that's good.
I've actually had a bunch of meatball sandwiches. This is one of the better ones.
Have you?
I have. If you like meatball sandwiches, this is a good one.
So where would you, if you're going to make note of another meatball sandwich that you really like?
You know, we had one. It didn't make the review
that's right.
because we lost it.
Oh yeah, that's right.
But it was bread, marinara, and meatballs.
Yeah.
Right? This is loaded up with flavor. I mean, it's got pesto, it's got mushrooms, it looks like it's got some red peppers.
Yeah, the combination of the pesto and the red sauce with the meatballs really works.
And not to mention that just the meatballs themselves are done really well. I mean, very tender, nice.
So it begs to differ. Where do they get their meatballs?
Yeah,
do they make them themselves?
I don't know. But I'll tell you what, I'm going to eat all of this because it's that good.
And is it only ground beef, or do we got ground beef and some pork in there? I don't know.
We don't know.
We don't know.
So.
All right, so as far as the score, you went to, I think your first score was 9.3, right? Or 9.4.
So.
Are you still in the 9s?
For people that don't really love meatball sandwiches, I get your guys' score. But for someone who does like a meatball sandwich, this is a really good one. So yeah, I'm right back up about 9.1.
9.1 on the Nona.
Good
Nona special.
Yep.
All right, we did our review here at the Belmont Deli. We're here at Twin Pikes Park. Really nice little park here. And wow, Belmont Deli's got it going on.
Yeah, really good. Really good sandwiches. That pulled pork was fantastic. Wasn't a traditional sandwich, but wasn't a traditional pulled pork sandwich, but it was really good.
It was their version of pulled pork.
And I like meatball sandwiches, and I really enjoyed the meatball sandwich that they made here. These guys aren't big meatball sandwich guys, but I really like it. Super good, super good.
Yeah, as far as a meatball sandwich goes, it was a meatball sandwich.
Fantastic.
A little messy, but still very
messy.
solid.
Yeah.
So, and you know what? We found out in there they're Palestinian. This is a little bit of a theme now for delis. I don't know, a few of them that they're Palestinian.
Well, there were a couple in Belmont. Remember the girl that you were flirting with?
Yeah,
the
Palestinian.
I wasn't flirting with her, but the boys' deli, yeah, they were also Palestinian.
This is Ron's MO. He walks in, he goes, "Hey, are you Greek?" Because he's Greek.
Yeah.
So he
No,
goes,
the reason why I asked them if they're Greek because they were selling baklava.
And then they go,
"That's Greek."
"No, Palestinian." And he goes, "Oh, you're kind of hot."
But anyway, back to the theme I wanted to talk about was the San Francisco Peninsula. I'm telling you, by the time we're done with this, because this is the number 76th review we've had, San Francisco and the Peninsula is the sandwich capital of the world. That's going to be our claim. And here's another one. It's just one after the next.
And a beautiful place in America. It really is. I love the peninsula.
Tell you what,
Yeah.
we've had some good sandwiches, that's for sure.
Yeah. And I have more on the list. A ton of them in San Francisco. So we're going to make that claim, world. You can come back and tell us that we're wrong. I don't think we're going to be. Although there are going to be some New Yorkers thinking that we're wrong.
There's some good sandwiches in New York, but different styles, really. You know?
Yeah.
It all depends
All
on
right,
what you
so,
like.
but as far as the score, Paul, what do you think?
We're going to give it an 8.9.
Or a 9.1.
No, we're not. We had sandwiches reviews in the 9s. We had one that dipped below the 9, so we thought 9.1, right?
Not really a
What do you
medium,
think?
but sure, 9.1 is great. It wasn't that good.
All right. Anyway, Robert, what's the score?
9.1.
All right, thank you. I think it's 9.1 also. Paul gets ruled out this time.
Well,
All right,
Paul doesn't
9.1.
like pesto, so that brought him down.
Down here.
Yeah.
All right. 9.1. You all right with that?
9.1, yes.
Okay. 9.1, 3 idiots. We always agree.